Hi, everyone. Welcome back on Sports Jazz. My name is Isaac. We have Josh and guitar, and right into it. Spain beat France to qualify to the Euro 2024 finals. No words, no nothing. Guitar, tell me what you think.
I predicted it. I said 2-1. 2-1 in favor of
Well,
Spain.
I got that wrong. I'd given it to France 2-0.
Yeah, but you are quite right on paper. France seemed like they had so many,
Star players.
qualified star players. Josh was
Mm.
right. Didier Deschamps made a mistake of bringing on Rabiot instead of Camavinga. We could go in details of that, but I felt he did not win so many duels, even for guys who are shorter than he is. He didn't really have an impact, and that goal of Yamal. Of course, not to take away anything from it, Yamal is really superb, youngest player to reach the semi-finals of such a major tournament in Europe. But with the drop of the shoulder, Rabiot was off and hook, line, and sinker, the goal went in. So I felt he had set up the team well. He should have, but I felt there were better options, Kamavinga being one of them. I think the dropping of Griezmann
Griezmann.
was good. Yes, was good, and I think you saw when Mbappe was especially in the first half, was playing in his natural role. He was causing havoc that led to the goal. While Josh laughed at the 39-year-old Jesus Navas, he actually tried his best. He had some good tackles. I think that yellow put him out. On a whole, the two kids we talked about, Dani Olmo and Yamal, delivered the kingdom to Spain. I had no doubts.
Well, to be honest, once Randall Cole scored in the 8th minute, I thought it was game over. I was like, now my prediction is coming true. The second goal is on its way, but then there comes the kid, a 16-year-old kid, okay, in his first ever European, I would say, okay, on national level, okay, European tournament, scores the equalizer, a beautiful goal, a beautiful, beautiful goal. I would say it was individual brilliance as well. Okay. Uh, it has. I don't know what you make of that. Before we go into Dani Olmo's goal, with a bit of a deflect, or not a bit, but with a deflection from Jules Conde. Although even without Jules Conde, I think the goal was going inside. That's
Yeah,
why they
that's
gave
why
it
they
to
gave
him.
it. Yeah.
Correct. Yeah.
It
Josh.
was goal bound anyway. It was goal bound. But for me, actually, that early goal from France, um, the early goal from France did not give me the indication that France was going on to win this game. Because I mean, France had not been playing well for all this time. They are not scoring goals. Yes,
Their first
they
ever
set
open play game in this tournament.
yes. So they set up they set up the semi-final to be more electric by them scoring first, but I felt Spain would come back into the game. Spain is a more well-drilled side than France. France has the players, but there's something wrong with that setup. I mean, they have not showed anything of a unit in this
It's high
tournament. They've
time
not played
Zizou.
like a
It's high
unit.
time Zizou comes in.
Yeah,
Well, I
sure.
don't
I
think
mean,
Zizou
like
can.
it, but it's time for him to take a break. It was not a well drilled side. You would think that when Spain got those two quick fire goals, they would throw in the kitchen sink and try everything to have this game. But they were not even chasing. They were not pressing. There was no
Bro,
pressure on the ball.
bro. Kante
it
was
it
lost.
was a very lackluster performance
Kante,
from France.
Kante was
Yeah.
lost.
This must
I
have
told
been
you
one of
yesterday.
his worst games.
I know you say it yesterday.
Told you
He
before
was
that
chasing
N'Golo Kante is
shadows.
not going to be able to, yeah, is not going to be able to play this game because I mean, Spain no longer dominates
They no longer play
possession
that
as
tiki
much as
taka.
they used to do. Yeah.
They no longer
Okay.
play so
Yeah.
much of that tiki taka. There's a lot of fast-paced passing and running,
The transition,
counter-attacking, the transitions.
the
These
transition
kids,
is really fast, and they have electric wingers. So I mean, the outlets are already there for the team. So there's no reason to actually hog the ball and pass it around without it being productive. So they would rather give it to Yamal, give it to Nico Williams, uh, give it to Dani Olmo, and things happen for them at the front. So I did
by the
see
way,
N'Golo Kante having a good game in this,
did,
and in
did you
the
also
end,
notice how?
Sorry, you're
I
saying,
was
and in the
really,
end,
in the end, I was really disappointed that France displayed such a performance at that level. I mean, yes, it is 2-1, but they did nothing to get into the game. I like the substitutions. Actually, Bakola did very well. He beat his man every time. Every time he beat his man. Uh, the chance, Mbappe's chance, Mbappe's chance. I mean, Mbappe, Kylian
ah,
Mbappe.
the one in the last 10
Yes,
minutes, that chance, right?
it was the
Yeah,
last visible chance.
I,
I also felt one, Fabian Ruiz was moving forward, and in Cambad he had two chances that could have almost led to more goals for Spain. That's an area I thought N'Golo Kante would have stopped such a person moving up. I mean, a midfielder going way up front to the final third, almost reaching the keeper's box. But I found Dembele quite wasteful. He was very good, but his last
very,
touch was very
he
poor.
couldn't cross.
His
His
crosses were
crosses were
overcooked.
very, 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 very weird.
They were overcooked. I just even when they had set pieces, his crosses were still overcooked. So
the way
like
Corella,
Josh
the,
says,
Corella owned him.
the way Usman
no,
Dembele was crossing the ball, it appeared as if they had rehearsed for him to loop that ball. And I was wondering, I'm saying it was rehearsed because he did it like 3 times in a row. And I'm wondering why he's looping the ball over the penalty box
Well,
when France does not have the tallest defenders. Sorry, Spain does not have the
Spain.
tallest defenders.
forward.
Yeah,
Yes.
I mean, they had Nacho, they had Navas, they had players who were coming in, and you would think that maybe they would ask questions of these players who are not really
By
much
the way,
fit.
that's a good observation. When you look at the back line of Spain, they don't have tall
Yes,
guys behind there.
Especially compared to
Not
the front three
exactly.
of France,
They are all
Colomwani
short.
and Mbappe are quite
I think
yes.
tall
I'm even taller
players.
than
And
I'm taller than Navas. Honestly speaking.
No, sir. No.
No,
and
but
besides,
that's a great
and
observation.
Let's not get ahead of ourselves.
besides the two of them, Nacho and Navas were starting their first game at the Euros. So you would think that
How lucky.
maybe the Colomwanis, the Mbappes
They
would
could have
ask
taken
more
advantage of
telling
that.
questions.
Mm.
Mm.
Sure,
Well,
sure.
yeah, well,
But
still,
very, very disappointing performance from France.
still on the win. Please, guys, tell me what you think about the kid, Yamin.
Yamal.
Sorry, I don't know why you
Lamine
even call it
Yamal.
Lamine Yamal.
Lamine Yamal.
Uh,
Man, his goal,
um,
It was Rabiot, right?
he dropped the
Yeah.
shoulder then
It
against
was Rabiot. He
Rabiot
went
and
this
then
side and
curled
a
it in.
left. Man,
Of
he has
course,
a very, very good left
for,
foot.
for me, for
I
me,
would actually,
what I really like about this kid is his kind of maturity. At that age, you're supposed to. If I'm going to compare him with kids his age who are playing such roles, like for example, Manchester United's Garnacho. They are so electric, and then they tend to have poor decision making.
He's very good at
they
crossing.
they tend to quite be selfish. But Yamal knows when to pass the ball, knows
remember
when
that
to
other-
make those dribbles, and then knows when to cut in, like try to take the shots. He made one awful shot that went over, but he rarely makes wrong decisions, and that's what I really love about this kid. He's so mature for his age. This is the kind of play you'd expect for a kid who has made like maybe 23, 24 years. But this kid is 6 years, 10 years away from that kind of age. So it's what really draws me to this kid.
I can tell you, if you're good enough, you're old enough. And Lamine Yamal, as he's a generational talent, there's just so much about him. He has a very big football brain. I mean, he
plays in one of the best. He plays in one of the best. Okay, currently maybe not the best, but in one of the good clubs or the top clubs in the world.
Yeah,
when you're that good, you have to.
Exactly, you have to. I mean, he plays for Barcelona. He plays for Spain.
Now, I mean, bring him to Manchester United, and you're going to cry. That's what I'm trying to say.
No, Ed Woodward is out of the picture. I mean, there's some hope.
Josh,
there's some hope. I can relate with a Ugandan kid who broke onto the scene, and I managed to watch his first game. He was 17. Alan Okello.
It has. I don't know why you like those things. I don't know why you like those things. Yesterday you compared the man to Dalima. Now you please.
No, honestly,
bro,
this kid.
This kid. I don't.
Oh, believe you me, this kid.
Look,
believe you me, this kid. Alan Okello, his emergence for KCCA. KCCA played Odumbaraka. The game ended 7-0. He had a hat trick and he had assisted twice. He contributed 5 goals.
Trust me, there's going to be an argument from here from an Express fan. So I really admire that kid, Alan Okello, and
and imagine I'm a Villa fan too.
He played for KCCA, so let's not even go down that road.
We are going to come back another day, and speak about Ugandan football. But for now, let's also give flowers to Danny Olmo. He's been terrific this whole tournament. He scores the second goal with a deflection from Jules Conde. But even without that, the goal was going inside. I mean, I would say he's been also very, very brilliant.
He plays a number 10 role. We have argued with Josh offline. He tends to sometimes draw a little into the wing pockets, especially on the is it the right side or the left side? If you remember the cross against Germany, and he plays a number 10 role, though a free role. He keeps moving down. He's not those kind of players that are going to captivate you in terms of how they play their football. Just like how you saw Spain's Busquets or Barcelona's Busquets, you would never really be taken up with the kind of play, but you knew that these are pivotal players. So Danny Olmo has a kind of similar touch to it. You will not, if to the untrained eye, you would think is just basic, but when you see the role he kind of plays in this Spanish team, you really see that he fits in. I don't feel like they missed Pedri. So yeah.
Before you even talk about the goal, talk about the touch to bring that ball down.
Exactly, and push it out. That's why I'm saying that.
I mean, it was beautiful. Touch to bring the ball down. see the space, and hit that shot across goal.
I think we have come to realize in these Euros that young players are taking over. Yeah, well, I mean, when we look at these kids that we're talking about, their average age, many of them are not even making 22 years. I mean, you look at Mbappe, and Mbappe has not been having a good tournament. You look at Dani Olmo, Yamal, you look at Kobe Maino,
With
you look at Cole
for them,
Palmer,
all of them.
Foden. So
Adagula,
this Adagula. So you kind of notice that these young players are really bringing the heat in this tournament. I mean, it's what's I think exciting, and it's exciting for a football fan, because now in the next 5-10 years we are going to be looking for the next Messi, Ronaldo kind of players that will keep us glued to the screens.
Correct.
Dani Olmo has been captivating. Even the last Euros, when he played in that midfield with Pedri, it was reminiscent of Xavi and Iniesta for Barcelona. They were playing it they were playing for Spain. They were that good at the time. They were that good.
Well, that was the game for you guys. I really, really had a great time. Only that I'm disappointed I didn't get my predictions right. But that said, the game was really splendid. Spain really fought. They didn't even lose that, or what should I say? They didn't even lose their pace after they were scored. Rather, after they went down 1 goal. And surprisingly, France had 9 shots with 3 shots on target. Spain had 6 shots with 2 shots on target.
Efficiency.
And
efficiency over quantity.
and by the way, what do you guys think about Giroud coming on in the last minutes? I think he should have come on maybe 20 minutes earlier. Who knows?
Yeah.
With a kind of crosses
earlier.
With the kind of crosses Dembele was putting through, maybe Giroud should have been on earlier with his, height and his ability to sniff a goal. I find him to be a good poacher, but I feel like Josh says it seems like they didn't have the zeal, the steam. I don't think they felt that they deserved to go in the finals. With the way
they were not positive enough.
But I think that explains, right from the start, right from the go. I mean, they came through, they went to the round 16, beat whoever they beat. They went to the quarterfinals, beat Portugal on penalties, and right after went to the semifinals. But still, if you're to check their record in this tournament, they've not been good at all. They've not been entertaining. They've been boring. I think it's only N'Golo Conte who has really impressed. You remember he carried them in the first game.
I would say Saliba.
Yeah, correct. Saliba has also been very, very, very good. Absolutely.
Despite conceding now 2 goals, but
he's been okay.
And of course I found him to be solid. I was looking at his statistics. He has been very good at tackling and all that, but he's not so good with when you compare him with other defenders in this tournament, like Virgil van Dijk and Gueye. His aerial duels are not that good, so maybe he should start practicing having that physicality in the air.
Anyway, moving on real quick. Later today, we have Netherlands clashing with England in a fight. One of the two has to qualify to the finals to meet Spain.
To the death.
To meet Spain. These are also very, very big teams in Europe, national teams. And real quick, guys, before we go into the predictions, who do you think is going to be dropped? Who do you think is going to be starting? Itazi, you first. Josh.
The Dutchman.
Apart from the
The Dutch.
suspensions,
Mm.
I think starting with England, Luke Shaw is fit to play 90 minutes.
He should start, by
Gay
the
is
way.
back.
Mm.
Yeah, he should start the game. He gives them balance. Gay is back, and the rest speaks itself. And
Netherlands?
for us, we pretty much going to play the way we was before. We don't have any suspensions. Everyone is fit. The boys want to play. The boys are ready to play.
And they want to
Yeah,
qualify. They
England.
want to meet Spain and beat
Josh.
Spain as well.
Josh, I have one problem with the way Gareth Southgate has been setting up this team. I know Phil Foden has come into this tournament at the back of winning Player of the Season, and of course helping them secure his team, Manchester City, securing a title, because his goal in the last game proved to be vital. But he has not really been electric for me. I feel like Cole Palmer, perhaps some games should have started ahead of him. Seeing how Cole Palmer he has that bit of laissez-faire to it, but he seems to take on defenders more, and really, I know Phil Foden is really skilled, but players that are fitting in a kind of system, likes that space and what Cole Palmer seems to create from nowhere.
I can agree with you.
He has been holding the Chelsea team literally alone, because Chelsea were poor the whole season, and you could see that Cole Palmer was holding. So some games I felt Cole Palmer should have started. I don't know how he's going to set it up, because we have not seen, yes, he has been an impact player, but we have not really seen the best of him. And this could have been one of those tournaments where we see Cole Palmer coming out.
He should start, by the way. He should.
He won't start. He won't start.
Yeah, I know he won't start.
But the problem of Phil Foden, sorry, it's not a problem of Phil Foden. It's more of a tactical problem. But with Gareth Southgate going back to his most preferred 3-5-2, the 2-10s, the ability to have a Foden play in a 10 role with Bellingham in a 10 role will suit his players. Foden will come alive. But too bad is coming up against the Dutch, and the Dutch love to play football. The biggest problem that the Netherlands have is we're not really a well-drilled side. We do play football, but we have spells in games where it's open. You can play. Why I prefer Spain to play Netherlands in the final is because Spain wants to play football too. A team like France, or England, they don't want to play football. They just set up to win the game. They set up not to be beaten, and they trust that they have the players within their team to get that magical moment and win the game.
And win the game. Well, and I don't know. I am. It's not like I'm rooting for England, but I would have loved to see England play more for this kind of game, not just Josh will kill me.
No. Okay, real quick.
So good.
Guitar, real quick. Just hold up, real quick. Guitar, real quick. Netherlands versus England. Who are you rooting for? No, nothing, no, nothing. Either England or Netherlands. Who are you
No,
rooting
of
for?
course, like I said the other day, we'll never hear the end of it if England win. But since Josh is going to root for Netherlands, I'm going to play devil's advocate and go for England.
Okay.
I'll say it will be another 2-1 or England.
Josh, your score prediction?
Netherlands all the way.
How many goals?
Netherlands all the way. Yeah.
How many goals? How many goals? Come on, man. How many goals? You're an
1-0.
orange
It will be-
fan.
No, it will be a high scoring game.
How many goals? Predict.
3-1.
3-1. And
Yeah,
okay,
3-1.
Josh, so
This time, but Josh, let me ask you a question. Do you think this is the time when, but he wouldn't, he's his captain, we would drop Hurricane for Watkins in such a game?
Why play Watkins when you have Ivan Toney?
thank you, bro.
Yes,
you've
Tony
not
is a
tested.
goat. He bullies
Ivan
He's
defenders.
already not. He's already
Ivan
not
Toney.
believed. He's already not believed that Watkins is good enough to even come on as a substitute. So why start him in the semi-final game when you have Ivan Toney that you've tested and he actually got you one assist? So
Well,
just believe him, give him more game time. But why drop Harry Kane? I mean, these are the games that players
by
like
the way,
that come alive.
some people are saying, some
It's the
England
first,
fans. Josh, some England
the
fans are
first time
saying
that
Kane
Mbappe
should
has
drop.
played at the tournament.
It's the first time that what?
Sorry?
It's the first
It's
time
the
that
first
what?
time that Mbappe has come alive at the tournament. As in today's game was much better than all the games he has played before at the Euro 2024.
Anyway,
Yeah, he
anyhow,
tried.
We
He
are
tried. He
trying to
actually,
deal with
I actually
Hurricane
thought,
trophy
Get-
curse.
guys, moving on quick. That will be for another day. That conversation will be for another day. Moving on quick. Guitar, please do not go through corners like yesterday. Netherlands and England, your best three. One from the defense, midfield, and forward.
And forward, I'll start with a midfield, Kobe Maino.
Okay.
No doubt. In the forward, I can pick Hurricane. I'll go with Bukayo Saka.
Okay.
And then in defense,
And I know your favorite player, Harry Maguire, didn't come through, so please don't even think about it.
That's your player, you Manchester United fan. I'll go with Kyle Walker. I wanted to choose Gui, but I'll go with Kyle Walker.
In Spain? Sorry, I'm still thinking about the Spain game.
Netherlands, at the back of course, Virgil van Dijk.
Okay.
Midfield. I don't know. Netherlands. Striking.
Come on.
Midfield.
I'll go with first. I'll go with Memphis Depay, and then
there's Vegas. You could start.
No, I'll go back again with Dumfries at the back. I'm not choosing a midfield.
Come on. Yeah, it has. Josh, to you, Netherlands first. Your defender.
Van der Ven, if he's selected, and if he's not selected, Dumfries, and in midfield, of course, Reinders, and there's only one guy in front, Cody Gakpo.
I knew he was going to say.
Cody Gakpo.
But he's been brilliant.
Remember, Cody Gakpo. He's going to stink England.
He's been very, very, very.
Having just talked about Manchester United, poorly talked about Manchester United's Harry Maguire. I didn't want to bring up Cody Gakpo because you'd say, oh man, this Liverpool loving choosing Van Dijk, Gapco, but yeah, Gapco has been really superb in this Euro, and I feel like he can score more goals. By the way, he still has more goals into this tournament. Yeah.
No, he's thinking England tomorrow. Cody Gakpo is thinking England tomorrow. So Anfield is going to be a nightmare this season.
Well, let's wait and see. Anyway, that was the game for you between Spain versus France, with Spain qualifying to the finals of the Euro 2024. Lamine Yamal taking the man of the match, and he becomes the youngest goal scorer in the Euros, or in the Euros, in the history of Euros, with again France scoring only one goal from open play. Man, that cannot be ignored. It's still a shock that they went to the semifinals.
I'm
Really.
sure
Yeah, but they came to a tournament with
just like how Cristiano went out, just like how Cristiano went out without a goal in this. Yet it was his last. He had the opportunity, but the penalty went straight.
I remember telling you guys it was not clinical. I remember when I was telling you he has lost that clinical touch. But
I doubt it is his last tournament.
Before you go there,
he's going to play World Cup 2026.
Yeah.
Isaac,
come on.
Remember when we were talking about Madrid, and Josh was saying Madrid for some reason always comes for his players.
Correct.
So Manchester United has made a bid for
Lenny Yoro.
Lenny
I know.
Yoro, and
Lenny Yoro, yeah.
He said he wants to play for Real. Madrid. The only team on his mind is Real Madrid.
Actually,
he's not even thinking about man.
And Madrid wants to take him on a cheap fee.
It even gets worse.
It will be a free transfer if he doesn't go this season.
Yeah, correct. It gets
His
worse.
contract is running out. It's worse because actually the news coming in from Lille is he's waiting on Madrid. I mean, these guys have not even made up their mind.
They
Anyway,
are
guys,
telling
we shall
him,
be.
you sit, we shall come for you. And if they don't go for William Saliba's rumors had it, then they may certainly go for Lenny Yoro.
I doubt.
You're going to lose
actually
another player.
Those are just for
the
another
same way
day.
Varane to
That's a
Madrid.
conversation for another day. We shall be coming back with the transfers right after the Euros are done. We shall also give you a quick recap about the Copa America that is also happening, where Argentina plays Canada. I don't know whether you guys know that, but anyway, we shall come back we shall come back, speak about the Copa America. Then we shall get into club football, Spain, La Liga. Then we shall talk about Bundesliga. There's Serie A, League One, of course, the most, I would say, popular league, that is the English Premier League, and the transfers and everything. We shall come back very soon and speak all about that. But for now, guys, please allow us to say bye to you. We shall be coming back again later today with a preview. Sorry, not a preview, with a reaction to Netherlands versus England, and may the best man win. I know Itazi or Josh is an orange guy, and the devil's advocate here is Guitar. I myself, this time, I'm going to go with Josh. Why? Because if those guys win, if the English win, if they win,
we will never hear the end of it.
It's going to be trouble. I mean, if they qualify, rather, if they beat Netherlands and go ahead to win,
if they qualify, they'll raise Southgate's up.
He's already been awarded a 2-year contract.
Oh God! And they'll make him come out as a great coach.
Correct.
Anyway,
Anyhow,
that's a discussion for another day.
Sports Jazz guys, please do subscribe. I had Guitar with me as always. I had Josh as always. Myself, Isaac, signing out. Please,
for me, I win because Dan subscribe.
The Man United. I said we are going to come back and speak about club football. Josh, signing out, guys. Sports Jazz, do subscribe.
Like our videos, share our videos. And that guy might just kill.
Guys, let's sign out.